Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to share with you 3 quick tips for reaching more people on Instagram. Welcome along and thank you for joining me for FBP Live. I'm your host, Chantal Broderick, and you have tuned into episode 18 of 5 Minutes of Fit Bizpiration, where every single week I share with you bite-sized business tips in around 5 minutes. Eugene, good morning. It is great to see you online this morning. So today is all about Instagram, and the reason that I've decided to focus on Instagram today is not only because I'm on there all the time and I love that platform, but because we have the amazing Sue B. Zimmerman, the Instagram expert, is going to be doing a takeover of the Fitness Business Podcast Instagram page. That is going to be a heap of fun, and it's happening on Thursday in the US, it's happening on Friday in Australia, and basically what she's going to do is she is going to take over our page for an entire 24 hours, and during that time, Sue B. Zimmerman, the Instagram expert, is going to share a heap of Instagram tips with all of the FBP family. It is an amazing opportunity for you guys to ask her any questions that you have about how to best use Instagram to grow your business and your brand. How cool is that news? Give me a massive thumbs up if you like the sound of that. Brandy, good morning. It's great to see you here. So guys, as I mentioned, Sue B. Zimmerman, the Instagram expert, is going to be taking over the Fitness Business Podcast Instagram page Thursday in the US, Friday in Australia. If you don't already follow us over there, then you need to jump on right away. So just go into Instagram and search for Fitness Business Podcast and make sure that you follow the page so you can follow on. So the first thing that I want to say to you guys today is, are there any questions that you have for Sue B in relation to how to use Instagram to grow your business, grow your brand, or reach more customers or more clients? If you've got any questions, then start to type them in the comments below. Let me know now, because I want to pass on all of your questions before she starts the takeover. Okay, so throughout any of the broadcasts today, just write your questions in the comments below. Now, for those of you that have been listening to FBP for a long time, you probably might remember that Sue B was actually on the show with us back in 2017. The first show that she did with us was show 98, and she spoke about how to grow your Instagram following through fitness business partnerships, which I'm going to talk to you about in just a second. The second show that she did with us was show 101, and she talked about influencers, custom hashtags, and marketing for fitness studios. Both of those were phenomenal episodes. If you missed either of them and you want to know more about those subjects, then I want you to either type 98 or 101 in the comments below, and I'm going to send you through those links directly. Good morning to everyone that is on the line this morning. Thank you for tuning in, whether you are listening in live or if you're watching the replay. Thank you for joining me this morning. Now, don't forget, your action for today is to let me know any questions that you have in relation to growing your followers and reaching more customers using Instagram. So let me know below. Okay, so if you guys want to actually check out Sue B and see exactly what she does, because let me tell you, she has just so many amazing videos. She's got blog posts, she's got a fantastic website, but the place that you need to follow her is actually on Instagram, and her account, let me just make sure I get this right, her account is The Instagram Expert. Okay, The Instagram Expert, all one word. Jump over and follow her over there. Now, for the purposes of today, we've got to rip into today's episode, because I've got 3 really quick tips for you guys to get the ball rolling before we dive into our, let's call it, week of Instagram this week. Okay, so let's get started. I need a timekeeper. What are we, 8:58 a.m.? I think I can get this done in under 5 minutes today. Okay, crew. So the first thing that I want to talk to you about is something that I actually spoke to Sue B about back in her very original episode, and that is creating a custom hashtag for your business. So what I mean by that is, most of you will probably know that we actually use the hashtag FBP family. We use that on absolutely everything that we do. And the advantage of doing that is, not only does it allow me to really quickly look up and see any activity that exists around the FBP family hashtag, but it means that all of our FBP family can also utilize that when they're posting photos. So why is that an advantage to us? Well, it means the second that I actually look for that hashtag, or if I follow it so it comes to me directly, I can then repost the content that anyone that is associated to the show has actually posted where it's relevant. So if we're looking at that from a gym owner perspective or a personal trainer perspective, you can do exactly the same thing for your business. So come up with a custom hashtag that is relevant for you, for the service that you offer. So a couple of different examples that you might have seen out in the market that I really like. One is, sorry, I'm losing my voice. Barry's Bootcamp has one, and they actually do their custom hashtags by campaign. So they're running one at the moment that is called, let me just get this right, Barry's Decades. And so they're going back over the last 10 years and they're having a look at all of the kind of cool stuff that's happened and the different trends that have happened. But every single post that they post that's related to that, they call Barry's Decades. So it's consistent, and all of their campaigns sit kind of under that one hashtag. Another example of a gym that's doing this in a really great way is InShape in the US. I actually met with their CEO, Francesca, just last week, and she was telling me about their Fight Cancer campaign. Now, through all of their posts that relate back to the Fight Cancer campaign, they actually use a hashtag which is called InShape Fights Cancer. And they use that across everything that they do. So once again, they've got a central point that they can all follow in. All of the different studios, if you've got different locations or you've got different staff working for you under your one brand, can all utilize that same custom hashtag. Now, part 2 of this, guys, is if you don't already know, you can actually follow hashtags on Instagram. So what is really cool about that is, yes, you can look them up at any time and just do a search, and you can have a look at if there's any stories relating to it, or if there's any particular pics that are relevant. But if you follow the hashtag, it will actually send you alerts. So in my case, I follow FBP Family, and when someone posts about that, then I actually get that sent to my newsfeed, which is really cool, so you can keep on top of it. So that is number 1, guys. It's creating a custom hashtag for your business and utilizing it across all of your activity, and making sure that your members and your clients are using it too. Give me a thumbs up if you like the sound of that one today. Okay, number 2 is this. It's actually from my discussion with Sue B in the second episode that we did, and it's about partnering with other businesses. And that is, why don't you jump onto Instagram and have a look at, let's say in maybe a 10K radius, at all of the relevant businesses within your geographic location. Have a look at what type of activity they post on Instagram, and then go out and reach out to them. So examples of that might be the local smoothie bar, it might be the local activewear outlet, maybe somewhere that's selling sports shoes. Maddie, good morning. I was just about to say something about you. I'll go back to it in a second. Something positive, of course. Something great that you do for FBP Family. So it might be any type of business that is relevant to you. You're going to go out and reach out to them and see whether or not you can share content, and see if you can even do a takeover of each other's accounts so that you can reach their audience and they can reach your audience. So just partnering up with local businesses within your geographic location. And I'll just kind of rewind back to when I was talking about FBP Family, and Maddie, you just reminded me when you jumped on. And that is, we have so many amazing supporters. So Maddie, you're one of them, Chris Stevenson's one of them, Amy Thompson, Jono, all of you guys, when you post, they're posting hashtag FBP Family, which gives us the amazing opportunity to actually reach far beyond we would be able to reach normally. I'm tongue-tied if we were doing it on our own. So really make sure that you recruit the people that support your business and the people around you to use that custom hashtag when they're posting relevant content as well. Okay, so we've got number 1 was custom hashtags. Number 2 was reaching out and coordinating with local businesses, like-minded businesses. And number 3, so this one has perplexed me for a long time, and I was determined to find an answer for you guys just in case you're in the same boat. So when people post on Instagram, sometimes they put the hashtags in the actual post with the description, and then you see some people actually putting the hashtags in the first comment. Now, I've always gone, well, which one is it? What are you actually meant to do? What's the right way of doing it? Well, I went and did a little bit of research with Sue B, and this is what she says. She says she keeps her captions clean by incorporating the bulk of the hashtags in the comments section. So for example, use 1 to 3 hashtags in the actual post, but then put the rest of them in the comments. I didn't know that, and I'm really glad that I know that now. So she said the most important thing that you decide to do is once you start doing a certain format, let's say you do the 1 to 3 in the post and the remainder of them in the comments section, just make sure that you're consistent. She said at the end of the day, that is the most important thing when it comes to posting your hashtags on your Instagram pics. Hey guys, that is everything for today. They are your 3 quick tips for reaching more people on Instagram. I hope you enjoyed those. Make sure you give me a big thumbs up if you did enjoy those tips for today. So a couple of other bits and pieces. A reminder, if you missed the beginning of this broadcast, that Subi Zimmerman, the Instagram expert who I've been quoting throughout today's broadcast, is going to be doing a takeover of the Fitness Business Podcast Instagram page. It is happening on Thursday in the US, Friday in Australia. And during that 24-hour takeover, she's going to share some really amazing tips with you guys on how you can grow your Instagram following, reach more people, and grow your brand on Instagram. So my final takeaway for today, or my final reminder for today, is to say to you guys, if you've got any questions whatsoever when it comes to Instagram, I want you to leave a note in the comments for me so that I can pass it on to Subi before she does that live broadcast, and we can make sure that we answer all of the questions that you have. Guys, that is everything. Thank you so much for joining me for episode 18 of 5 Minutes of Fit Bizspiration. Now, make sure you also check out today. I've just hit live on it. Episode 195 of the Fitness Business Podcast actually features Robert Garish. Robert is the author of The 1 Minute Commute, and we talk about all the steps to actually or 3 important steps that you need to do in your fitness business. And it really revolves around the things that you need to do to get started and to get set up properly. Thank you once again for joining me, guys. I look forward to seeing you next week, and have a sensational week up ahead.